Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of The Real Convo. Happy Mother's Day to all of the special ladies. I hope everyone enjoyed their Mother's Day. As mine was a bit complex, but I will say that I know, right?
Yes, of course, most definitely.
But that'll be a story time for another day. Because, honey, when I tell you I can entertain y'all without even doing celebrity gossip, I can just talk about my own life and I can give you girls life just off of me.
For real.
Oh. But overall, I was able to feed my family, enjoy a nice dinner, get caught up on some things, and I end up feeling a little bit better. So I'm on here with you guys tonight. We are late night creepers tonight, so never mind that. But as you can see, I have my special guest with me here, Michael, who has not made him any social media yet. We are currently working on that. As soon as he does have his social media handles and that sort of thing, then of course we're gonna give you guys that information. But go ahead and introduce yourself, and I'm just gonna put the banner here.
Hey guys, it's a late night. We up trying to see what's popping in the community. So my name is Michael Page.
You wanted to know your real name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. They need to know who I am out there. The word I mean,
I'm not mad at him.
it's Michael Page.
I'm not mad at him.
Better yet, y'all can call me Page.
I'm not mad at him. No, I am not.
We here for a full chat tonight. We're covering so many topics. Maybe select few, but not that many. Just enough for you girls to kind of, get aroused.
The real combo, as I love to say. But as you can see by the title, we're going to discuss a law that was passed in California pertaining to the wrongfully convicted. We're also going to cover this ex-Marine unaliving a man on the subway. Last but never ever least, we're going to cover Lil Kim and how she's been knocking out these last couple of performances, and how, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinion within the general public, she is still the queen of performances, and we're not even questioning whether or not she's the queen of rap anymore. I hope there's no one, like still confused about that, because if you're confused, leave your comments down below and I can help you understand. I can help you figure it out, okay?
She was here way before those other ones start showing up, putting on shows.
She's the trendsetter. She created this stuff. So I'm just gonna go ahead and share my screen so we can go ahead and pull up the commentary, meaning the articles covering the stories that I want to go ahead and cover tonight. So if you could just be a little patient with me. I don't want to talk about this story yet with this ex-Marine guy, as he is just, oh my God, it is just ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. So let's do this. We're going to first cover this, and I hope you guys can see the screen and see me as well. And as you see in the headline of the article, it says, a new law in California requires the state to pay $140 per day spent behind bars once a citizen is found not guilty of a crime they were wrongfully imprisoned for. Two men were just released after 17 years, and the state owes them $900,000 each. Two men who served nearly 17 years in prison after being wrongfully convicted of attempted murder after a 2004 popping were declared innocent Thursday by a California judge. Under a new law, the state is required to pay them each $140 for every day they spent behind bars, or about $900,000. So that's $1 million in layman's terms. The verdicts for Dupree Glass and Juan Rayford concluded a new trial that began in October after a state appeals court panel vacated their convictions and they were freed in 2020. The proceedings included a dramatic confession by the actual shooter, Chad Brandon McZeal. Wow. Let me read that again just in case you guys didn't catch that. The verdicts for Dupree Glass and Juan Rayford concluded a new trial, which began in October after a state appeals court panel vacated their convictions and they were freed in 2020. The proceedings included a dramatic confession by the actual shooter, Chad Brandon McNeil, a gang member who's serving a life sentence for unaliving in an unrelated case. The defense team said after the judge ruled, hold on, let me pull it down so I can read everything, y'all. Hold on. Just be a little bit patient with me. Okay. The defense team said after the judge ruled Glass and Rayford embraced each other and the attorneys. Outside the courthouse, the men were cheered by family members and supporters. Rayford, clutching his baby daughter, called it an amazing feeling to have their records finally wiped clean and their reputations restored. I thought about this day for so long. I thought about it when I was locked up for 17 years.
That's a long time to be locked up, y'all, for something that you rightfully did not do.
Hold on, let me read the article out, and then we're gonna give our commentary on it. Cause I'm feeling this BS too. We definitely calling bullshit on this. This is BS. Hold on.
Most definitely is.
Hold on, friend. Hold on. We finna hold on. I thought about it for my last 2 years being free. I waited for this day because I knew I was innocent. I knew I was innocent of every crime they said I committed, he said. Defense attorney said the case was the first brought. See, sometimes the grammar and the way that they write these articles is not correct. So let me read that.
You have to redress it up.
The way that it should have been read. It should have been written. The defense attorney said the case was first brought under a law that guarantees compensation for defendants who have their cases thrown out and also allows them to present evidence proving their innocence. The source is Press Demo, but I got this article. Hold on. They credited Press Demo. Let me see. Why is it not going up? Okay. I believe this came from Spiritual World. But yeah, let's get into this. Let's get right into this. You give your thoughts and commentary about this.
I will, most definitely, because this is a real effed up situation. It's a lot of BS more than anything. If you guys agree with me.
First of all, let me say this. Them saying that they're going to pay $140 a day for every day that those men were in prison for,
17 years for something that they did not
do. They should be paying them $500 a fucking day, $1,000 a day. First of all, that $140 a day to me is nothing. So we have 365 days in 1 year times 17. Hold on. 365 times 17 is 6,205 days. And you supposed to get paid $140 per day. $868,700 is what my calculator told me.
That's not enough money to.
No, it's
that's not enough money to give somebody rightfully back their life that you basically just took from them because they was black men.
See, this is what they think about us, though. They just feel like, we'll just get those black men some money,
and they'll go on about their business.
And
that's not how it always gonna work out all the time.
But you know what I hope these black men do? I hope these black men get together
and open up a something where they can represent people
and help the wrongfully convicted.
Yeah, they need to most definitely get together and do something like that because I think it would be good on their end. And most people can get out and get what they need to get back because you be rightfully accused for things that you did not do.
Wrongfully convicted for things that you didn't do. And then this is another thing, friend. I feel like them saying $140 a day. You and me both know. In 2023,
they said like that was some real money.
$1 million ain't nothing in 2023. And for the state of California,
if you're able to take their life for 17 years, you should be able to pay them way more.
I wonder. Over they. Oh, my internet seems to be messing up. My J, can you please check the internet box? Y'all forgive my voice. My voice is raspy. I have had a very complex day, but like I said, that's another conversation for another day. My J, please check the internet box. I don't think that $900 is enough.
No, it's not enough money to replace it. It's not enough money to restore back a clean record.
But I'm gonna tell you what this is gonna do.
Wrongly for convicted.
This gonna stop these dirty DAs who've been. Did you check the box?
It's gonna break them up from doing all this because it's costing them too much money.
Yes,
to pay out. So
when they start
the more money they have to pay out, the more they're gonna start.
They're gonna stop with this BS.
They're gonna stop.
The more money they have to pay when they start having to pay for their BS and these wrongful convictions and these interrogations where they want to try to get people to admit to crimes that they know darn well these people didn't do, and y'all too lazy to do the darn police work. So what y'all want to do is get certain men of a minority in a room and witness interrogate them and have them sign on dotted lines. Because I have watched so many movies, murder mystery shows where this kind of stuff was going on. I know people want to look on her and they want to say, oh, the DAs and prosecutors and the detectives and investigators, they don't do stuff like that. Yes, they do, baby. Yes, they do. And once they start, people start getting a hold of them. I hope that those brothers write to all of the men that they were on lockdown with for the last couple of years, who they discussed day and day, time and time again, how they weren't guilty. And I hope that they put aside at least $100,000 to go and fund this and get good attorneys to help people who they know on those same units that they were locked up who were wrongfully convicted, and to get them some help and get them out. Because see, when they start having more people come forward and being able to prove that they were wrongfully convicted and they have to pay people, they're going to stop all of this BS. And then I'm going to tell you what else is going to happen. Somebody is going to say, no, it needs to be more than $140 a day. $140.
Somebody's gonna speak up. And it's going to be more like, y'all got us paying out more money because y'all don't want to give these people what they supposed to be rightfully charged for.
Not rightfully charged for, but rightfully paid.
Paid for that too, on top of that too. But y'all charging people.
Y'all taking, it's not that they charging people, they wrongfully
charging people with backgrounds, giving them cases
with convictions and sentences. And then y'all know these, I just want to read to y'all some of the comments that people said. So I'm over here on my phone. I'm gonna read some of the comments. That this post had 4,898 posts. Y'all over, okay, somebody named Queen_Lika said, y'all over here saying it's not enough. It's $900,000 more than what a lot of people ever get, which is nothing. This is a start, and I'm here for it. Making way more than y'all who actually have to work hard for that money. We ain't getting that 40 acres, so I'll take the $900K. Literally watch Emmett Till accuser live a full life. This is a huge change, and we pray it gets better with time. I feel you, my sister, but I feel you. $900,000 is a lot. Is a lot of money, and it's more money than some of us have ever seen.
Yeah, but that doesn't hold on face value when you can took somebody's life.
Thank you.
It don't hold that much face value in the bracket, because my life is worth more than that money. You took 17 years from
away from my life.
17 years.
I don't know if these men had children. You took wife.
You just took my whole.
I don't know if they moms and dads and grandmamas were still alive. You got to think about the heartache and pain that some of these people
experience and what they went through.
Their family experienced over the years.
And it was something because of men and their choices wanted to say this is what they done. Other people pay a price because of
sloppy police work.
Other people pay a price because of your lack of work, your lack of intelligence, your lack of everything about what's going on with this case. And you just see one thing, he a black man, and I'm finna charge him with this case no matter what. I'm not even finna go and do my research and figure out what's wrong and where we went wrong with.
Well, they didn't have to do the research because the person who came forward and had said that he was guilty about it, who's serving time on a live case where he already done, somebody else admitted it. So they didn't have to go do no research. They just had to go pull the case and let these brothers out.
They didn't want to do that.
Hold on. Somebody named Jonelle Laurent said $900K for 17 years. Nah, they'd have to lock me up again for slapping the judge. Somebody named Angel Dreamer 7 said So curious. Where is that money coming from? What do you
like
mean?
for real? Where is it coming from?
You
like,
know it's coming from the state.
Well, we know it's coming from the state, but the state needs to pay out way more than that because they'll stop making these little small, simple mistakes.
We both agree on that.
They'll stop making these type of mistakes because you're a white judge and you're a white judge behind the scenes.
And a prosecutor, and a white investigator, and a white detective.
DA, yeah, the right to take y'all
all. And then you know what? I'm gonna do you one better than that. Let's take the race out of it. Sometimes it be our own people, not even a white judge, prosecutor, investigator, none of that. It just be cricket people in places of position who want to have all these accolades and awards and have this prominent career, and they haven't done any work. And then stuff like this happens. So it brings me back to my initial point. Once they start having to pay out all this money,
once they start taking so many losses and they have to pay out so much money to these clients that's been locked up and wrongly accused for cases that they did not admit.
Accused and convicted. Don't forget the convicted.
Yeah, they'll stop doing this. They'll clean their act up.
What Grandma Bertha used to say, break them up.
They'll clean their act up a little bit better in this courthouse. They'll stop being sloppy.
No. What Grandma Bertha used to say, overbearing.
Most definitely overbearing, but they'll clean their act up in the courthouse and they'll start doing things up under the guidelines like it's supposed to be done. And these guys were misrepresented. And
they probably didn't even, in my opinion, have the money to pay for the property.
They didn't have the money to pay for it because when you dealing with a court reporter lawyer, he only gonna do so much. He's not gonna tell you. He's basically working for the DA and the judge. He's gonna come tell you everything that they say.
Wait a minute. Look what Miss D2528 said. I'm assuming that $140 equates to the minimum wage in Cali. So that's what $17.50 an hour. You know, California is expensive to live.
Yeah, I think a quarter makes in California is $5. I've been to Cali on Oceanside. It's very expensive.
I'm with you, Miss D.
If you doesn't have a career and you does not have a field that you really working in that's gonna bring the money in California, you might as well get up out their jurisdiction because you're gonna be.
See, when people say stuff like this, X_Bev, y'all talking about $900K ain't enough. But it's more than 90% of what y'all have saved up. And if they gave them nothing at all, how still will complain? So shut up and mind y'all D business. That is not the point. I can't stand when people try to act like just because they try to act like because these are African American men and they act like it's not supposed to be talked on. It's not supposed. It's a topic. It's not supposed to be touched bases on. We need to talk on this topic, and they deserve to have way more money than they are trying to dish out. And just because we always been cheated like that, we've been cheated of everything. We didn't even get the 40 acres in the land, but everybody else do. We didn't get the 40 acres in the land. So because we have this mentality of accept what we can get, because we already know the powers that be in the masses don't want us with anything to begin with. If they finna give y'all almost $1 million, be quiet, shush, be quiet and sit down and obey Mouser. Don't say nothing. You getting out, take that $900K and go live your life. That type of like you're supposed to be enthused by that, and you're supposed to be very overjoyed, and you're supposed to be happy. You're supposed to be a lot of things that don't hold no face value. Like, why am I supposed to be so happy when you done F me out? My life. You took 17 years of my life. I'm happy that they are getting that $900K. As I stated initially, I would love to see them turn that prison system up. I pray to God that they have some good relationships with some dudes down there on more than like 25 and 30 years for stuff that they didn't do. And they knew and they can prove it. And they put the money aside to help those brothers. And they fund it the right way. Get them some good attorneys, some young, eager attorneys fresh out of law school, eager to build their reputations, eager to make a name for themselves. Attorneys of all nationalities and races, not just the minorities, but some majorities too. Some Europeans, some Asian, some African Americans, all sorts of attorneys. I wish these young brothers well. When I saw this story, I was like, I'm definitely gonna talk about that. You sleepy?
No, I won't.
I'm definitely going to talk about that because I have four brothers and they've gone in and out of jail my entire life, and sometimes they didn't do half of the stuff that
That
they
they
went to
said they did.
that
Like I
they
have
went
a
to
cousin
jail
that been
for.
in and out of jail, y'all, but I never been. I only been for tickets, and I hope not to go for nothing else. It's not my jurisdiction a little bit. It's not my qualifications. They can keep loose
I
there.
hope it is nobody's qualifications.
But some people, that's where they want to be.
I hope that's not where they want to be. See, you wasn't here when I covered that story in Fulton, Georgia, where they this little boy was in jail for a misdemeanor battery charge, but he was a mental patient. So you know when the mental patients go to jail, they put them in
Yeah, they put them in different places. Like they have.
So there were bed bugs in his cell. The bed bugs ate the man alive. The boy family didn't even know he was there. When they got the call that he was in jail, it was the chaplain calling saying
He was dead.
your son is unalive.
That's the only time they reached out.
We can't say DEA.
I mean,
we say unalive.
Unalive. That's the only time they had feeling needed to reach out. But when he was there,
and it makes me think: was he even being allowed a phone call?
Was he allowed anything then? Because it sounded like he wasn't allowed to even reach out to no one. They basically.
Let's not even go there because I get mad all over again thinking about that story. I covered that story. That was one of them stories too where I was like, oh, I'm definitely talking about this. It was so sad. The cell was so dirty. I said, so y'all feel like because people have mental issues that they don't deserve love and care and cleanliness. But anyway, that's a different topic for a different day. I'm not going to get swayed off. Y'all saw it. Click my other videos if you haven't already, and go and watch that video and listen to my thoughts and commentary on it. But let's get on to the next topic. We have a Mr. Daniel. Oh, before we get to the next topic, Michael, are we calling bullshit on this?
Of course.
I'm calling bullshit on the $140, and I'm calling a congratulations and a good luck and peace be unto you. And please have a good, productive life, and don't give these people any reason to lock you back up on the two.
Or to even feel like that's where you rightfully belong from the get go.
The two men wrongfully convicted. And another thing, I hope that with that release came their background being cleared. That they don't have nothing, no arrest record, conviction record.
They'll try to act like they can't clear it up sometimes.
Yeah.
They'll try to pull that stunt too, y'all.
I wish the article would have talked more about that, but I definitely call BS on the amount. But it's a start, like the other person said in the comments. I was very happy to see that. It touched my heart. It's near and dear, especially, having a family and myself who has been in trouble in a criminal way with the law. So I was happy to see that. I just hope everything works out for those two brothers, and good luck to them. But now on to the next topic. We have Daniel Penny to be charged with manslaughter for subway chokehold that he unalived Jordan Neely. I know y'all seeing this. Y'all see this Jordan Neely. Look at him. Look at Mr. Daniel Penny. And then there were bystanders. Like, does this ring a bell? Does this like bring y'all back to something else? Hold on. Let me read the article because my blood is boiling right now with just me even trying to. Hold on. Let me read the article. But I hope you guys can see the screen. I'm assuming this is Daniel Penny right here, the ex-Marine guy. And this is Jordan Neely. And y'all see, this is an African American man, and this looks to be a European man. Let me read the article, guys, okay? And I wish I had the initial article where the New York was acting like they was confused
about what was going on or what was happening.
You know the deal.
Because it was a black man being did like this.
Hold on, we're gonna get there. Let's read the people the proof. They cite our work. This is coming from Jason Lee's Hollywood Online. Daniel Penny, the 24-year-old former Marine who went viral for his subway chokehold that unalived 30-year-old Jordan Neely is expected to be charged with manslaughter. It is reported news that see it is reported that several news outlets on Friday, May 12th, Penny will surrender to face his criminal charges in the unaliving of Jordan Neely, a known street performer who happened to be homeless in New York City. As we previously reported 10 days ago, Neely unalived on an F train at the Broadway Lafayette station in Manhattan after being placed into a chokehold. This chokehold right here, y'all. This chokehold. Look at this chokehold, okay? I don't want anybody confused about this chokehold, baby. I need y'all to see the chokehold, baby. See the chokehold. Are we looking at the chokehold? This right here.
But how you choke somebody until they just dead?
Hold on, we finna give our commentary by another rider who happened to be Penny. Following the May 1st incident, which was filmed, Penny was questioned by officials with the New York Police Department, but was later released from custody. The following day, the medical examiner's office ruled that Neely's unaliving was a homicide, which then sparked a huge debate online about whether or not Penny's actions were justified defense or
There was not just
defense or vigilantism. In addition to the debates online, several protests have since taken place on the streets of Manhattan, calling for his justice and an arrest of Penny. Since the Manhattan's district attorney's office has now revealed that they will be charging Penny with second degree manslaughter on Friday, May 12th, Penny is expected to surrender in the morning at a lower Manhattan precinct, and he will then be arraigned on the aforementioned charge. Give your thoughts first before I get into my thoughts.
I think it's just real sad that he would even pull up stunt like this. And then what kills me is always another
Well, on
nationality.
a lot, you don't say stuff like KILL, please.
Okay, well,
What bothers you?
what bothers me more than anything else, the lack of work. Like it's basically like this is another nationality. We just gonna do them any kind of way, and shouldn't be nothing else thought of it. I should be able to get away with this. It's just you choke somebody. How would you like somebody to choke you? Who does that?
Go ahead, give your thoughts.
So it's kind of like
I'm gonna break this down, so I want you to give your thoughts, so we're not talking over each other.
I feel like he needs to be charged full charges with manslaughter. When you act like your brain don't work and you on the job and you go half do the job, they need to full charge you with the job that you did. Cause that was half work. You went to kill. You basically went and took somebody's life due to the circumstances that you probably had a little racist in you. So since you blame them, it brought it to the big screen now. So everybody have an opinion about what's going on and why this even happened. So yeah, you need to be charged with full manslaughter, and they need to start charging y'all where y'all need to do 20, 30 years. Like these people that be rightfully wrong convicted for these crimes that y'all try to charge them for. Y'all need to be charged with the same type of crimes that y'all try to put upon other people.
You got to talk.
So if anybody have anything that they would like to speak on and say anything, commentary about what's going on with this case and how it's been conducted and stuff, please speak and at least leave your at the bottom, and we'll most definitely reach back with you. We'll touch bases with this topic because this is a serious topic to me. Like how you just take somebody and choke them so they're not breathing anymore, and they're not even, and they basically is they unarmed, they not doing nothing, and you just gonna just basically take it upon yourself to say it's time for somebody to leave this side of town. You are very out of line and very disrespectful, and they gave you a job that you didn't deserve to have upon so many platforms and so many levels.
Okay, I wanted to allow my special guest time to speak because I want to get through my breakdown of this full article and make out my case and points. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, that's pretty much everything.
Okay. Now, I have the article, guys, pulled up on my cell phone here. I have the article, as I stated, pulled up on my cell phone. I first want to give you guys a visual. Let me reshare my screen, okay? Let's reshare the screen. Where we go? Y'all see this right here? Let me make that big so we can all see it. Come on, Google. You work better than that. Y'all know who this was? This was George Floyd. Like Mr. Daniel Penny. This would be Daniel Penny right here. And the other guy sitting around on that subway, not doing a damn thing, playing God. Now let's go back over here to the post. Let's go back over here. That would be the police officer. This would be George Floyd.
Seems like a lot of hatred.
This would be the guy, the police officer that was walking away. So let's go back over here. Oh, hold on. Y'all didn't see that. Yes, y'all did. Okay. Let's go pull up some more images. And then look at him right here. He was so proud to look out into the onsayers.
Look in the camera.
Hold on. I want to break this down. Look onto the onsayers as if I'm a cop. Sit your ass down. You better not say a fucking thing. And look at all of these police officers right here. Why they take this man life, why they took George Floyd's life, why they unalived him and took him off the face of this earth. Because they felt like they could just do so. The same way we have this Neanderthal, this cunt, this uncouth person right here.
I don't know.
Okay, now let's break the article down. Let's get into the article, guys. I was very alarmed when I seen this. This article says, hold on. 24-year-old former Marine. Marines get the same type of training, if not better training, than police officers.
I agree.
They are trained to unalive people. Oh, yes, they are. They are trained to know how to unalive people.
And to use certain tactics.
Hold on, let me put this off in here. Share this tab instead. Let's get back over here. This article says, and I'm going to make the screen big so I can give you my true breakdown while this article is up. He was a Marine, just like the unalivers of George Floyd were police officers. They are trained a certain way to either hurt a person and injure them to stop them from their foolishness or just take a life. You do the math. These people use their extensive training and background to take a life. This man right here was a Marine trained officer of the United States. He knew what he was doing. He knew. Look at his face. Look at his face, y'all.
Like he was happy.
I feel like he was. Look at that face. He was trying to put him to sleep. He was trying to do that.
And he had accomplished that.
Until he got life out of him. Now, I cannot find the original article that Hollywood Unlocked posted about this story. I believe that Mr. Jordan Neely was a panhandler, a homeless guy, and he was being very aggressive. And He was being very aggressive. He wanted food, so he had mental illness. I've been around people with mental illness my whole entire life. It is normal for mentally ill people to become irate. That's not something that was not in the
That's normal
norm.
when you're dealing with those type of people of those status. When you know their background, you know their record. You kind of be like, okay, you got to handle them a certain kind of way.
He takes it upon himself to say that I'm a police officer patrolling this train. I'm not a citizen that has paid my money to be on this train like everybody else, and I'm just riding the train as a citizen. You were not an officer of this train. You were not on duty. You were not being paid hourly wage or a salary to patrol this train. So for you to take it upon yourself to go and pretend as though I'm gonna get this dude straight, he's not gonna be on here and he's not gonna be doing any of that while I'm on here, and I will show him. It's what I got from this. This article then goes on to say Penny will surrender. And what world do we live in where you have it on video? You have video footage on a camera, something that is irrefutable and disputable, of you unaliving this man and taking a life, and he gets the privilege of being able to come in and surrender. I feel as though if this was anybody else of the African American descent, if that skin was a little bit a shade darker, he would not have had a choice to go and surrender himself. He would have been picked up as soon as those charges were pressed.
Most definitely.
So it's definitely favoritism going on. Now, if you pay attention to this article, this incident, it says, it is reported several news outlets that on Friday, May 12th, Penny will surrender. Initially, hold on, let me go and find out when did. I think it was May 1st. I can't. Hold on, let me get on my phone. Hold on, guys, be a little bit patient with me. Let's see. Okay. Following the May 1st incident, which was filmed, Penny was questioned by officials with the New York Police Department, but was later released from custody. So on May 1st, y'all saw this, looked at the video camera, looked at the video footage, and saw that this man had taken someone's life. 11 days later, almost 2 weeks later, then you decided to say, "Oh, we can see that he's purposely taking this man's life." Oh, I guess I will agree. I like. Well, my golly, what you want me to do? Okay, yeah. He's taking a life. He's taking a life.
It's normal for them to do.
Okay, yeah. We'll go ahead and pick up the charges. We'll go ahead and indict him. We'll go ahead and just see what's right in our face. We'll stop refusing to believe what's right in our face. Like, this is right in your face. Why did it take them 11 days to see what was right in their face? The disrespect of the Manhattan Police Department, New York Police Department, but was later released from custody. You're right. And then this article let me get back over here to the article. The following day, the medical examiner's office ruled that Neely's unaliving was a homicide. You darn right this was a dang on homicide. Look at the way that this man is sitting here choking this man until he chokes the life out of him. And this brother right here and this brother right here, they need to be charged as well. Just like those other 3 or 4 police officers in the George Floyd incident that took place, sat around while he sat up there and unalived George Floyd and didn't do anything about it when they saw life being taken away from George Floyd. These 2 privileged European. Hold on. That's why I wanted you to get your commentary out. Hold on. Because in order for us to do this, we have to, you talk, I talk.
Yeah.
Y'all sat around the same way those other officers sat around and watched that go down. This man right here and this man right here also need to be charged. Y'all sit around while y'all watch Daniel Penny suffocate and choke and take this man's last breaths away from him. And I'm going to be keeping up with this story. I am going to be checking back and forth. I would love to know what Mr. Jordan Millie's family has to say. If he has any family, if he has any children, his mom, a grandmother, aunt, or uncle, cousins, anyone, close friends, I am going to follow this story tooth and nail, and I am going to make sure that I do. So if anybody who's watching this live gets any updates about this story, please email it to me at therealconvo@gmail.com. All one word. DAREALCONVO, the real convo @gmail.com. This is ridiculous. This is just straight up. This is when I saw this, it just flashed me back to George Floyd. And let me just share something with you guys. My brother in 2019 was unalived by Dallas police. And they told us that he had a firearm. We were able to watch the videos. He did not have a firearm. They shot my brother in cold blood. So stories like this are near and dear to my heart, and I'm on their necks. I am going to be one media outlet, one media personality that's going to follow this story. Y'all wrongfully unalive this man. And I don't want to hear no probation mess. That man was a Marine. He has been trained. He
Professionally
knows
trained.
he knows how to save a life, take a life, injure someone, calm them down, cause them enough pain to calm them down without taking their life. And you know what he chose to do? He chose to take their life. He chose to take this man's life. And I don't want to hear nothing about no probation. I don't want to hear it at all. It's not registering in my brain, and I'm not for it. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, I'm not. It is ridiculous. Mm-mm. The following day, the medical examiners, okay, I already reread that where the medical examiner ruled that it was a homicide. That was common sense that it was a homicide. I didn't need a medical examiner to tell me that it was homicide for me to understand that this was a homicide. Like I, this stuff that these people do, it that they try to just go all the way around what's right in their faces. That's what gets me. That is what just like aggravates me about our justice system. Now, y'all had these other two men in the other story that I just covered in prison, wrongfully convicted for stuff that they didn't do when they probably didn't have a shred of evidence, a percentage of evidence. Y'all can hear up and find these minority men guilty quick, fast, and in a hurry. But when it comes to someone of the European race, nationality, ethnicity, however we want to categorize it, y'all need 11 days to look at something that's on video footage right in your face, and you need 11 days to decide and determine that exactly what you saw is exactly what it was. This man was unaliving this young man. Yes, he was. He was unaliving this man. That it's no way around this. I am just displeased by the Manhattan, New York Police Department that it took them this long to see what was right in front of their face. And I pray to God that this man does have family. I pray to God that his family links together with some of the black activists, the Tamika Mallory's, the Ben Crumps of the universe, and they put more coverage on this, and that this European man does not get to get away with this and get a slap on the wrist like he didn't do anything, because he absolutely did something that was very serious, and not only that, but heinous, cruel, just cruel. This man was homeless. He was angry and mad and in distress because he didn't have food, and y'all unalived him. Who gives you the right? How dare you? This is really sad, and this just really boils my blood. Like, it just really does. It boils my blood. It is so sad. It really is. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this. And please, 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 let me know if you agree, if you disagree. If you disagree, tell me why. If you agree, elaborate on why you agree. This channel is called The Real Conversation. The real convo, the real. And in order to have a real conversation, there has to be a back and forward two-way. You give your opinion, I give my opinion. That's just how that goes. That's how that goes. That's just what it is. So we're gonna move on, moving right along. I'm just gonna put this here, okay? Because I know that people like to play with my girl top. I know they do. I don't know why these haters are like stressing their brains out. They're like getting wrinkle lines and things. Like y'all stop getting yourself these wrinkle lines about stuff that is not like it's not up for debate. It's not up for conversation. It's like, we're not even talking about that no more. Like, girl, who? Y'all see her. Y'all see her. Girl, who is that? That's Lil Kim, the queen bee, the trendsetter, the mother of rap, the queen of rap royalty. Yes, honey, she is still out here slaying performances. She's still out here giving us a good look, a effortless look. That's what she's doing. That's what she's doing. She's effortlessly coming out, doing shows, doing festivals. She's doing her like gigantic one. She's doing her humongous one. Girl, like what? Girl, don't flash us like that, Kim. And then hurry up and take the camera out for you. Like, girl, let it soak in. Let it soak in. Girl, let me pull this up on my phone so we can read some of the comments so we can see what's going on. Because the people are very bothered. The haters are very bothered. They are just like very bothered. Hold on, let's see. Oh, I'm on the wrong post. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Like, can you just give me a few moments? Let's put it over here. Let's go here. Let's put it on this one where she just like serves us. And I don't have the sound on. Girl, wait a minute. Girl, what? Oh, give her the smoking in the effects. Give her all of that. Oh, we need all of it. Hold on, this is not the one that I'm looking for. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Is this the one I'm looking for? Um, yeah, this is the girl. Come on. Come on. I'm a leader. Y'all on some following shit. Coming in this game on some modern shit. Bitches up top, cop just to get to the top. I put 100% in every line I drive. Girl, come on and give them that quiet storm. Girl, wait a minute. Come on, come on. They love to say she old and washed up. Catch the dryer, you wash, but baby, she's freshly washed. You're gonna have to wipe her down, like wipe her down. Like, girl, is that fresh ass out there? Is that clean ass? What did she say? Girl, he over there digging the ice. Like, girl, see, sometimes like the noise in the background and all of that kind of stuff, it just really be a little bit too much. It just really be too much. Girl, look at her sway the stage. Look at her captivate the audience. Hold on. Who can't perform? Who old and washed up? Who? 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 Oh, girl, she's giving you performance. She's giving you I'm communicating with my audience. She's giving I'm captivating the audience. She's giving you that, baby, I does this. Like, I'm Lil Kim, the queen bee. I'm the motherfucking trendsetter. Like, I created this lane. Like, this is my lane. Like, what are you talking about? Girl, get him a little dip, hoop, wide, whoop, rip. Hold on, girl. Hold on. Are we going to have to end this? Hold on. Hold on. Don't give him too much. Don't give him too much. Don't give him too much. Don't play with it. 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 Girl, like, what? What?